Good evening and welcome to my presentation on the external influencing factors on consumer behaviour, my client being the local Boroondara Council. The review of my client. The client being the local Boroondara Council want to change the behaviours of employees to further develop and enhance their behavioural actions in a more positive outcome. The purpose of the previous report was to design a program that would change the behaviours of the customers who are the employees in the workplace of Bobby Beans, a cafe shop in the hospitality industry. The recommendations set out were installing posters around cafe kitchen walls to remind employees on correct recycling methods. The second recommendation was posting reminders on social media accounts reminding employees of the importance. My first external factor is socialisation. Socialisation plays an immense role with individuals on how they act and behave in every day-to-day activity. Due to the target market in Assignment 1 being a young group, they are visually learning from older individuals constantly. These learning aspects can be from consumer socialisation, which are direct instructions, which is where you're learning from either your mum or your dad on the importance of correctly completing a task. Further to this, another method of consumer socialisation and learning from mentors can include observation, where this entails facial expressions being constantly noted from a young age. Due to the target market being in their teenage years, it has meant that they have grown up learning from their parents constantly, which ultimately affects and influences the target market as a whole. Further to this, throughout the target market's teenager life, who they socialise with is immensely important, and peers and friends have a major influence on this. Furthermore, being a young target market, friends have a major influence on decisions that you can make and can force your decision the other way, ultimately choosing the wrong call and having to rectify those mistakes due to the influence of other individuals and who you socialise with. However, there can be positive effects from other individuals, learning from family and friends, which then relates back to consumers who show what they learnt from family and friends. According to Swinburne's slides, pre-teens plus teenagers understand advertising tactics and appeals, become skeptical about ads, and understand complex shopping scripts. They are adapting and negotiating and able to influence purchase decisions. My second external factor is culture. According to the Swinburne slides, culture is a pervasive and strongly influences consumer base via beliefs, values, and customs. Culture has a range of levels of culture norms, such as supranational, national, and group levels. In relation to culture influencing the young target market, it relates to a group level, which according to Swinburne's slide, culture divisions, especially subculture differences that contain groups of individuals, groups of individuals. Further to this, culture bring a positive impact and satisfies needs. It offers individuals order, direction, and guidance, and provides standards and rules about daily life. This speaks volumes when it comes to the target market of Assignment 1 and the influence culture can have on the young generation. In the end, culture can provide guidance and direction to groups of people, which indicate that it can influence the target market and ultimately choices of individuals. Further to this, there are several learning cultural values, some of which relate back to the target market of the young generation, which is formal learning, which is where adults and older siblings teach a young family member on how to behave correctly. This relates to the younger target market from the previous assignment, from Assignment 1, as they are a young generation and the influence of culture can have a big impact through formal learning. My first recommendation. The first recommendation proposed on how the local Boroondara Council can improve their marketing strategies is through frequent brochures being sent to households and on advertising and providing information in regard to influencing the target market. As previously stated, the target market are of a younger generation, which means majority of the individuals are still living at home, which means frequent brochures via mail is a positive marketing strategy as it will reach the target market and proposed audience. My second recommendation, in addition to the previous recommendation, a further recommendation could entail frequent updates on council websites, sponsorship, ads, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just to name a few. Due to the target market being a younger generation in this marketing strategy will reach their audience and will be able to understand what the message the clients are portraying. According to Swinburne's slides, it is expected by 2020 almost 93% of all smartphone users will be between the age of 12 to 17 years of age. This is a positive outcome as the external factor of socialization will also be impacted. By changing their marketing strategies will impact the groups they hang around and socialize with. There are my references, and thank you for listening.